So let's go over exactly what we need for the Honda. This is going to go into 3 categories. So this is stuff that's needed for the MOT, stuff that's non-MOT but will probably get done, and then thirdly modifications, or mods as I put it. This time's a bit far gone. Right, so for the MOT, clutch to be done. I'm looking at it, the clutch slave cylinder is looking a bit past it, so we'll just replace that. I mean, it's only £20 to replace it. Might as well just do it. Cylinder. The brakes, as you can see, well, I mean you can't see, but the discs themselves are fine. They've not really got a lip on them. They've got a wee bit of surface rust, that's fine. Calipers, front ones seem okay, back ones are a bit of a mess. Clean them up, just service them, make sure they're okay. New pads, front and rear, so we'll just put that as front brakes, rear brakes, and calipers. As I said, they seem fine, they're not sticking, they're not seized, anything like that. It's more just a clean up of them, and I think we'll probably paint them. That's technically, we could put that in non-MOT because it's not an MOT requirement, but let's be realistic, if we're going to the hassle of cleaning them up and that, might as well paint them at the same time. Upon further inspection, there's a clicking coming from one of the top strut mounts, so I'll probably just replace both of them. So that's front struts, or front strut tops. We'll put front strut tops. What else is it? Wipers, wiper blades. I don't know if it's been sitting, with it being sitting I should say, but the wiper blades, particularly the driver side one, just seems really brittle, and when I gave them a swoosh test it didn't really clear the screen that well, so we'll just get that replaced. We'll get them replaced for the sake of that. The reg plates, now I can show you the reg plates. They are 4D reg plates, which itself isn't an MOT fail, but if I show you them you'll see there's no stamp on it, so that's more just to be safe really than anything. I mean, most MOTers probably wouldn't even notice, but just to stop any hassle I'll just change them for the sake of whatever they will be, £20, £30, something like that. So I think that's it. I mean, I've got a list, I'll double check: calipers, brakes, front struts, clutch, wipers, reg plates. Yeah, the only other thing is service. It was serviced recently, I've checked, but just for peace of mind we'll do a filter replacement, oil replacement. Air filter doesn't need done because it's got a K&N panel filter in it, so I'll probably just clean that out with some I've got K&N spray oil someplace there, give that a wee clean out. Plugs, it's just been fitted with iridiums, so no need to change them. So really it'll just be sort of an oil filter, Holland filter probably for the service. So that's kind of the list for the MOT. The main ones being the clutch. Really the main ones are probably the clutch, the strut tops, the wipers for an actual service. The brakes are just for a bit of peace of mind. The front ones are getting a bit low, so it'll probably be an advisory on that, so might as well just do them. Calipers, again, they're a bit rusty. They seem to be okay, they're not sticking on the thing, but we'll clean them up, paint them, just tidy that up. The reg plates, again, as I say, could probably pass if the MOT person is not really paying that particular attention, because the plates themselves are fine, it's just that they do not have a maker stamp on them. And then the service, again, I wouldn't say it really needs it. So that's the things that I would say are needed for MOT, and that's the work that we'll be doing to hopefully get it through its MOT. Non-MOT work, additional work. So we've got paint calipers, like I said, we're going to be cleaning them up, might as well paint them. I've got wind deflectors, deflectors. Now, the reason that I'm going for wind deflectors is because the car is already fitted with wind deflectors, and I do actually quite like them. The driver's side one's perfectly fine, the passenger one's cracked in half. So we're just going to remove that one, and I'll just order a fresh set. I'll keep the driver's one as a spare, just in case it ever gets damaged or goes missing. So that's more just a replacement of a part that's already on the vehicle. Other things that I want to do with it, just in general, like if I was to leave the car as it totally is, I mean, I think they're not the worst looking cars. Things that I'm not a big fan of are the silver handles, the silver petrol cap. So I'll be painting them, paint handles, paint petrol cap. I mean, you do get covers for them. I'll see how much they are. I know you do get covers for them. If it's more financially easier just to get a cover and put a cover on them, we'll probably do that. If not, we'll just spray them gloss black. That then ties me into the wheels. So the wheels are, I mean, they are dirty, but they look like they're a shadow chrome, which, to be honest, I'm not that fussed about. They're actually not too bad. Personally, if I was spraying the other things black or getting different ones black, I probably would do the wheels black just to tie it in. So that's a maybe. Paint wheels. That looks like an A, so I'll fix that, that looks like an A. Wheels. And I will put a question mark there. I mean, I think I would probably end up doing it anyway, because that front one's curved, that back one looks okay. I think the other front one's got a bit of curbing on it anyway. So I mean, I'm going to probably would need to touch them up just to try and make it look nice as well. A couple other things about non-MOT that we'll need to do is I'll just put both front arch trims. Now I'll show you that in a minute. The front one, driver's side's just got a wee sort of chunk of it missing. The passenger one's a bit loose. He said the clips were broken, it fell off, he tried to put it back on, he hit it on with a bit of double-sided tape, it stayed on. I gave it a wee bit of a pull just with my hand and it wants to come away. So we'll look at maybe getting a new trim for the passenger side. The driver one is repairable. Passenger one, we'll look at getting a new one. If not, we may need to come up with a solution. Maybe, I mean, worst case scenario, we could tiger seal it on. Don't really want to be using tiger seal to keep it on, but it's what might be needed. So this is what's needed for getting it through its MOT. These are the things that I would quite like to do to just improve the looks of it. But these I think I'll hold off with, except the calipers, because we're going to be doing that anyway. The wind deflectors, I've already ordered it, so that'll be done. I mean, painting the handles and that, I mean, it doesn't cost anything, but the wheels in the arch trim, I think I might leave these two because they're more of a hassle and costly. I might leave these two to make sure it passes the MOT first. So we'll do that. Mods is what we've got here now. This is things that I would consider doing, and this is more the fact that if it passes the MOT, passes without any problems, and we do these things here, and I decide to keep it and run it, etc. Those things that I would probably do to make it look better myself. A couple of these things are tint the lights, and that's just because I'm not a big fan. I mean, I'll show you in a minute, but a big fan of the front. The lights have actually, they're faded, so they're going to be polished up in that anyway, and I think I would tint them just to sort of tie it into the grille more, just to darken it down. Nothing too dark, probably just a light smoke tint. I'd probably use like a wrap material rather than paint it, and I always think that when you paint tint stuff, it's never a consistent tint across the light. So we'll probably do that. Other things, so tint windows, and really for the tint of windows, what I want to do is really just tint the back window. Now the reason for this is I don't know why this has been done, but the front windows of that haven't got any tint on them. The rear quarter windows do have a tint, but the rear window doesn't have a tint. So I think I would probably go and just get the back one tinted, just so it's like from the B-pillar back's tinted, from the B-pillar front forward isn't. What else would we get? Probably a lip kit. And there's plenty about. I think there's, I'm trying to think, there's Flow, do one for it, Maxton, do another one for it. There's probably, I think, 2 or 3 options. All depends on like costs and what I'm actually looking to get from it. But yeah, I think we'll put some sort of, I would put some sort of lip kit on if I was keeping it. A couple other things, probably exhaust. I mean, there's nothing actually wrong with the exhaust. It would just be to get a bit more sound out of it. Probably an induction kit. Induction kit. As I said, it does have K&N panel filter already on it. Personally, I would probably rather go for a proper induction kit. Maybe, I do know you get a relocation kit, which actually puts it into the front wing and relocates your battery up to where the current gearbox is. So that would be maybe a consideration. The only other thing maybe that I would consider would be maybe like a half wrap. Now, when I say a half wrap, I mean, I don't mean something like a front back half wrap or that. I basically mean that it was the black on the Mugen spoiler I want to keep because I quite like it. I think it breaks up the car. So I'd maybe further that on and maybe do the roof or maybe do the bonnet. I think I would probably do the roof. Now the reason I would do the roof is because the roof, as you can see, is clearly been sprayed at some point. I do know that these suffer with rust along the top of the front window, and what I think's happened is that that's been obviously rectified in the past and they've sprayed the roof. But instead of spraying the whole roof, they've done like half the roof and then tried to blend it. And I mean, looking at it, the blend is not the greatest. So I think it would be wrap the roof, wrap the spoiler, well, just the blade on the spoiler. Yeah, just wrap the blade on the spoiler because there's a bit of contamination of that on the spoiler. I think that'd be it, but this is going to be the main thing. These two here don't matter at all until this is done and it's MOT'd. Once it's MOT'd, we'll decide where we go with this car. In all honesty, if we do this and it gets through its MOT, I mean, I'm quite happy to keep it personally. But yeah, that's the board update. What I'll do now is I'll give you a quick show you a bit around the car and sort of talk about the brakes and basically everything it needs for an MOT. We'll basically go through this list but on the car. So just bear with me. Okay, so again, this is just a quick little look at the car. And we'll go through some things on the list and then some things that I've obviously missed. So the clutch cylinder, I can't really show you obviously. Front brakes, I mean, if you look at the front brakes, there's a slight bit of surface rust. They'll clean up fine. There is no lip really on here or anything like that. And the pads are a little bit low. So as I said, new pads and that, clean up the calipers, check everything's okay. And the back brakes are pretty much in the same condition. So as I said, we'll just be doing the pads, cleaning the rest of it up and probably painting the calipers. Strut top mounts, can't really show you. I mean, I'll see if this side does it, but no, this side's fine. I think it's the passenger side that's the burst. But when you wibble it, there is a slight bit of movement on the passenger side in here. I'm just going to be doing both. I may as well do both of them. There's no point in just doing one of them. So that is that. The wiper blades, well, like I said, it has been sitting. You can see they're a bit there's just this crap in them and that, but the wipers themselves are just a bit brittle. I feel that would, I mean, for the sake of, I think it was £19 or something for the set. For the sake of £19, I may as well replace them for a bit of peace of mind. Reg plates,
service, there's no point in showing you that because it's just a service. So what else have we got? The wind deflectors, yeah, so as you can see, this side's got one, other side's been taken off because it's broken, but there's a new set of them coming. The handles and stuff that I was talking to you about, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, they're perfectly fine, they're not loose or anything. I mean, I know sometimes these can become really loose, and it's just a case of wanting to change them for my personal benefit or my personal choice. Same with the petrol cap, there's nothing wrong with it. Just not a big fan of it being silver when nothing else on the car really is silver. A couple of things we've not mentioned is I will probably debadge it. The Type R badge, I do have a Type R badge from an old car in there, which I might put some double-sided sticky foam on and just replace this because it is looking a bit tired. One thing I didn't mention was this, I forgot about that. There is a bit of lacquer peel there. We'll address that at some point. I mean, what I'll probably do is just key all that back and maybe re-lacquer this whole panel in one, just so it's more consistent across. Now, in regards to the touch-ups that we're talking about, so as you can see here, like on the spoiler, there's like just a little bit of a touch-up needed there. I think that's, half of me thinks it's because of the way it was stored. Secondly, is you see all these I don't know if it's contamination or what's going on. There's also bits of paint missing from it and that, but it just seems to be the blade. There is needing a wee touch up here as well along this bit. So I'll probably just touch that up with a pen, give it a wet sand and blend it in as best I can. The blade I will take off, sand it back, and then either paint it gloss black the way it is now, or maybe wrap it gloss black. We'll see what the decision is with that. As you may have noticed on the roof, there's lots of lovely double-sided foam that needs to be taken off. I mean, a lot of it is just rubbing off, so I just need some time spent on it, but it did have stupid little aero fin things that look disgusting, so they're coming off of it as well. What else have I got to discuss? Petrol cabs, now we've discussed that. The wheels, so yeah, so the wheels, I mean, the wheels themselves are in decent condition. This one, as I said, it's got curb there, curb there. I think the two front ones are a bit curbed, back ones are actually in good condition. So whether I paint them or not, it's a bit 50-50 at the minute. The arch trims, so this is the first arch trim. As you can see, there's like a little bit here missing, and there's a wee scratch there. So I don't know if it's fell off when it's or something, because it's a bit of a weird one to get the scratch just in this bit here. It's on solid enough, this one's not coming off, so I think what we'll do is we'll probably fix this bit with a bit of fiberglass and then just give that a repaint there as well. I mean, this car's never going to be mint condition, but at least if we can get it looking good condition, then that's fine. The other side, I'll show you the other side. So the other side, he did say did fall off. He's put it on, and as you can see, like at the bottom, it's secure enough. This is where it sort of got like smacked the ground of that clearly, so it needs to be fixed. But as you can see up here, it's loose. It's fine at the bottoms, but yeah, the middle bit, like even here is fine. It's solid, it's on, but the clips at this bit are broken. So I don't know what we'll do with that. As I said, we may take your seal it on, see if we could fix it. All depends on how much it costs to replace. I mean, if we can get a new one cheap enough, we'll just replace them. If not, we'll try and fix it. And I think that's about it, is it? We've discussed that. Only other thing really is like the headlights, yeah, as I was talking about. So as you can see, the headlights are a bit, you could even hear it's a bit rough. Don't know if it's where it's been sitting or a mixture of sitting plus the age of the car. I mean, doing a nail scratch, it comes up clear again. So I think that'll just be a case of a bit of G3, cut it back, should be fine. And then I may tint them, just because on the front, the grille is black. So I think if I just tint these, both sides, just in a light smoke, that'll help sort of darken it down and tie it in a bit better with the grille. The backs, I mean, these will probably get tinted as well. I mean, they're actually really smooth, there's nothing wrong with them. They are yellowing a bit, so I'd probably tint them just to get rid of the yellowing. And then the backs are actually not too bad. The only thing is I dislike about the back is I'm not a big fan of the plastic that goes right along. I mean, I have seen a lot of the Civics, they get this bit blacked out with just the cutouts for the reverse light. So what I would probably do would be to black out the whole thing with the cutouts on these, and then just tint these down just a wee bit darker, just so it blends it in a bit better. The windows, as we spoke about, as you can see, front windows not tinted, rear quarters tinted, back not tinted. So I think I would just do the back, just both top and bottom, just to make it that its B-pillar back has been tinted. So I think that's about it. You've had a little look around the car. We've kind of discussed what needs to be done. So the only thing would be to come back and we'll get you another video up, hopefully maybe when it's MOT'd, or we might put up a video of me actually fixing some of these issues. So there you go, that's the Honda Civic that's been shown around, been shown what needs to be done for the next MOT, stuff like that. I'm sure there'll be more videos coming of like the work that we do to the car, and obviously let you know if it passes its MOT or that. Once we get to that stage, we'll be back with some more updated videos for you, and so hopefully see you next time.